Let's settle for the details now. The Klagona-Sherman underpass, that's the main access route between the two communities in Accra, has clogged following last night's heavy downpour. Flood has eroded the entire entrance of the bridge, heaping sands underneath the tunnel. Motorists are currently unable to access the passage, jamming the free flow of traffic on that stretch. Passengers heading towards either directions are compelled to drop at either ends of the underpass, cross the motorway to continue their journey. This drop-off, a risky situation many have expressed worry about. Joe News' Matona Wamegan was in the area and reports.
Yeah, the problem is, you see, when you have, look at here, this area will be flooded because early in dawn to Underbridge towards Kragon area, that side all full up, so the car can pass. And then the problem for do the, because if in the car, you reach there, almost that's where they will park inside. Them all they remain there. So we're appealing to the government. I park my car for the back because the waterway there, you know, if you pass inside. So it means today I don't go work, but I'm paying tax, my roadworthy, my insurance, everything, and then I can't use the road. What is the essence of you paying money for the roadworthy? Because I know if the road is worthy, that's why I'm supposed to pay the road worthy. But the road is not worthy. So today like this, I'm appealing to the government. I lose. I'm a family man. I don't go work today. I park my car because of the water. So how do you go and feed my family? Okay. So we're appealing to the government. It should come and do something about it.
The situation here is very, very terrible. Because looking at the whole area, when it's raining a little, the whole area gets flooded. Especially when you go to Sun City and Ajeko, it's very, very bad. You can't even drive through it. So it's making most of the school students refuse to go to school today because no driver is willing to pass through that kind of water. It's very, very serious. Looking at this underbridge, when it rains, for instance, look at those cars parked there. All those cars are parked there because water has entered into their engines and they've decided to park the cars there so that they're refusing to go. This morning, we have to go and hire a pumping machine to pump those waters so that the level of the water can go down, so that some of the motors can pass through to the other side. It's very, very serious. We are appealing to the ASHMA, the TMA, Mr. Carlos Ahinkra, his MP for Tamawai, to come to our aid.
So let me also speak to you, Madam. Me who say also utonwade uye jimawa hase. Say na situation ete mama.
Situation ni say ya wahanu. Ensuo ne everything dia ensuo to and the brick higher junipa. And so and the brick higher juniper and so dear. To be my Huchia, who did never could not to a tongue idea. Obaban and so Sako. And never market our Mudibahano and neck and so the toy. Kenya Maya Kura, Kadebesinu, Siboni, Tia Slomo, Wamoya Yen, Quine way or Yatisunu. No more yen, Maya, watching our Quine way Humpa. But Quine Michelle Maya, Mamointi, a day, Buna Mope. Your Maya Quine, I quite there, fine so. Mistake woman, I said Bricunu, or Mayan, John Amaba and Soto in a Shaka. Can so demand for near Mabeko, a dark idea, Modi Gusunina, Bebre, Diako, Eden Sonati, Tianim de Abayawaha. So say, I want you to acquire my first to say, John on Messi and Yesumaya. No more Johnny and I drive by Biomudi Bashadi, a one a baby.
Well, let's focus on the ongoing BECE at Nkoya and Alavanyo, two towns in the Volta region where residents have been shot by unknown assailants over a century-old conflict between them. Security has been heightened as final year basic school pupils join their colleagues nationwide to commence this year's Basic Education Certificates Examination, BECE. The regional minister, Dr. Archibald Lecha, who disclosed this, assured of the safety of candidates. This was after touring some BECE centers in the region together with the Volta Regional Education Director, Mausi Buedi.
The Volta Regional Minister Archibald Lecha and his entourage toured BECE centers in the whole municipality, Adaklu, Agotime, Ziope, and Ho West districts. 30,385 candidates from 1,173 basic schools are sitting for this year's BECE across the Volta region. Touching on the security situation in the area, Dr. Lecha explained that security officers have been deployed to guard the examination centers to prevent anyone from perpetrating any atrocity. He added that the examination center at Alavanyo Senior High Technical School at Alavanyo Peme has been changed to Alavanyo Udidi due to security issues, while the center at Nkoya Senior High School has been maintained with security presence at both centers. Dr. Lecha, however, advised the candidates to eschew examination malpractice and work towards getting good grades.
We have assured the people of Alavanyo, people of Nkoya, that enough security measures have been put in place for them to write the pupils to write the exams. We were in touch with the military commander and the police commander this morning, and they've assured us that everything is calm and everything is going on very well. We wanted to visit them this morning, but we were advised to come later in order not to destabilize the pupils who are about to write the exams. So we will visit them maybe Wednesday, Thursday. But for now, the reports from Nkoya and Alavanyo is that everything is going on well. The Nkoya Center is at Nkosek, the Alavanyo Center is at Wudidi. And everything so far, everything has gone on well. And security is adequate. And I'm sure that the people will write the exam in peace.
The Volta Regional Education Minister Mausi Bwedi advised the female candidates not to engage in any form of social vices after the exams, which might truncate their education.
Public life also you will cheat. So you must learn it, that you must do an independent work, take instructions, and after a year, let me admonish my girls. There's a brighter future for you. The last day, don't go in for your porray and other things and become pregnant. Then you miss out.
In the Adaklu district, the team came across a 20-year-old candidate, Ekpe Benes, who has a spine condition and had to write the exams in a lying position. She explained that she feels pain when she sits up, hence her decision to lie and write where she feels much more comfortable. The Member of Parliament for Adaklu, Kwame Agboja, said his office is ready to support the young, brilliant girl to the highest level of education while they explore means of correcting her medical condition.
She's unfortunately disabled. She's got a problem with her spine, but she does very well. So you saw her lying down to write her exam because that's the position she feels comfortable. So we made provision for her to write in that position, and we are doing everything possible to help her go through education all the way to university as long as she wants to go, because we believe she's got something in her that she can offer herself and the community and the country as a whole. Physically, she's got some challenge, but after the exam, we will see if we can get a better medical care to see what we can do to help her. She's able to walk but I think she's got fatigue when she stands too much on her feet. I think that's what the problem is. But we'll work on that to see how we can help her.
Fred Kwame Asari's report for Joy News.
BECE candidates at Hotopoa community in the Ahanta West district of the Western region had to wake up at 1 a.m. to make it to the examination center. This is because their community was among many others which have been cut off following last night's heavy downpour flooding most of the communities. Assembly member for the area, Charles Kobna Ansah, told Joy News' Daniel Dadzi no one has been able to conduct any business today due to the flood. He also said the candidates may have to stay at Aguna for the entire duration of the examination so they can write their papers.
We have faced this problem for so many years. We normally experience it at every year when it comes to rainy season. The Topo is in the center of the communities around us, Sejo, Freti, Aketenche, and the other communities. When such issue happens, we have no other means in terms of movement from Otopo to the communities around us. Right now, on our way from Otopo to Freti, the water has blocked the route. We don't have any other means to travel from Otopo to any other place. Even this morning, our BECE candidates who were supposed to go to the Dibonso to write their BECE, if it wasn't by the grace of God, it has been a problem for us today. I heard a rumor around 1 o'clock a.m. So I quickly made an announcement to create an awareness. So we were able to organize all the candidates who are going to write their BECE. We were able to organize them. Then together with my team, were able to take youth into the bush to convey them to their city center. We have 3 schools here. Otopo JHS, we have Michi Academy, and we have Top Hill Ebenezer Preparatory School, but they are at Freti. So those people were able to take them from Freti to Abuade Junction to take a car. But those people who are from Otopo, in the hands of Otopo JHS and that of the Michi Academy, we were able to go with them into the bush. We were able to take a car to their destination. As of now, even for them to come back is a problem for us. So we are preparing. I'm now working in house with my union committee together with their masters, so that even you can go to Aguna with their belongings, so that they can stay at Aguna throughout the week and take the exam. Other than that, for them to come back will be a problem.
Who will they stay with for the entire week?
That's the problem. So we are, as I'm speaking now, I'm now having 1 and 2 discussions with my opinion. From now, I have to take me to Aguna and see how best we can accommodate these school children.
Over 400,000 candidates from over 15,000 public and private schools began the basic education certificate examination on Monday. There are about 1,702 exam centers across the country. My colleague Beatrice Edu has been speaking to some candidates from the Burma Camp Center.
Indeed, the hour has come and the students have finished writing their integrated science. I have some of them with me. Right side. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Joy News.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Derek Adam Gakwe.
I'm told you're the school's prefect.
Yes.
Okay, so how did the exams go?
Oh, the exams was cool, but you know, sometimes you have to do some social calculations before you can get it. Oh, but it was so good, but
was it tough?
A little bit tough.
Okay,
but
so
everything is possible.
Okay, so what do you think you're going to get?
Oh, 6.
Lovely. So you're going to get 1 in science.
Yes.
Okay, so let me come to the lady on my lady on my right. What's your name?
Jessica Tete.
Jessica Tete.
Yes.
All right. How was the paper?
It was cool.
I know people don't. This one was good, as compared to yesterday's?
Yes.
It was better than yesterday's?
Yes.
Okay, so I have more with me. Hello, come over here. What's your grade? Grade square. How was today's paper?
It was cool.
You love science?
No, I don't like science that much.
You don't like science that much, but it was good?
Yes.
So you think you're going to pass?
Yes.
What are you going to get? What do you think?
I think I'll get 1.
You're very sure?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me speak to the last person here. All of them seem to have, some good research after today's paper. Science seems to be a tough subject for a lot of people, a lot of students, but these seem to have had it a bit okay for them. Let me speak to the last person here. What's your name?
My name is Edwin Sepen.
What do you mean by cool?
It was well.
It was well?
Good.
Okay, as compared to yesterday's?
Yesterday's one was good.
Well, Beatrice Edu is touring some centers with officials of the Ghana Education Service, and as you saw, they're currently at a Burma camp. We go to her live. Hello, Beatrice. Hi, Beatrice. Apart from speaking to these students who've been sharing with you how they think their integrated science paper went, what else have you been gathering from this tour? Well,
and he told me that so far,
unfortunately, we seem to be having some challenges with our lines there, but Beatrice was coming to us from the Burma Camp Center, where she's been speaking to some students and was just about to share with us some other information she's gathered from that particular tour with some education officials. We'll bring you that in subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, the Oblogo cluster of schools in Accra is without adequate furniture. The pupils at best sit or lie on the bare floor to do classwork and copy notes, and this situation is affecting teaching and learning, especially when the school is still practicing the shift system. According to the Ghana South Municipal Education Directorate, Under the authority the school falls, the situation may have to persist a while despite the pupils' plea. Martha Krensalakwa visited the school and has filed the following report.
This is the Oblogo cluster of schools. It is located within the Weja constituency in the Gat South municipality. Most roads within the community are well laid out and required amenities are in place. But there is an unfortunate situation at the Oblogo cluster of schools. The Oblogo 2 and 3 basic schools operate without furniture. The pupils are fortunate to have a new classroom block, but they lack furniture to make teaching and learning comfortable. Even the teachers have no cupboard to keep their stationery and teaching materials. At best, some have opted to store them in this trunk. The trunk also serves as desk for some fortunate pupils. This is primary 3 with 65 pupils, but 5 dual desks, which are also not in good shape.
I don't like it because all of them are sitting on the floor.
So you have a desk?
Yes.
But they don't have a desk. How did you get your desk?
I get it filled.
From where?
From our master.
I have the class prefect of primary 4, Reginald Tete, with me.
Please, sometimes when they fix the chairs, when they sit on it, they can even hurt. They fall down sometimes. And sometimes they sit on the floor.
Okay. So do you have a desk?
Yes, but I sit on the Oblogo MA2 primary teacher's chair.
With limited desk, it has become a matter of who gets to school early to grab the available seats. Tell me about your chair. Where did you get your chair from?
I get it in there.
Every day we buy no aso.
That be semi bentem na ma bet na akonya so.
Inti se wo bantem dia wo benya akonya. Wo ma
bentem ma unya akonya.
Wo bantem be se denta.
Ina mi ba 5 mu but menya akonya.
Wo ba school 5. Na we nya akonya. Inti che so bi bantem sen.
Now we not no open me. No, then that's nothing.
Let me see. So who is the one who sacked you? Show me the one who sacked you. That is not your chair. Let's see. What time did you come to school?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock?
Yes.
And when you came, were some of your friends here already?
No, 3 people.
Okay. So do you come to school early because you need to get a place to sit?
Yes, I see if you come to school early, I see a new desk.
But if you come late,
I see the old desk.
The rest have no choice but to roam and run in and out of the classroom until the bell goes for closing or break time.
Yeah, mama knew jogba coming push him coming real worker. I mean jam can be Kemang mani and pencil jimel kaka mokoba. I'm about chibo na keke. Open to na boy coming room coming jam. No word. Ke school ya ina se matano ke wa he work blend kawatan.
In the absence of desk, the wall is a better alternative to copy notes and do classwork. For some of the pupils, they go round the compound gathering pieces of wood they can sit on, whilst others try to fix some broken chairs to use. One of the teachers explains the impact of the absence of furniture on teaching and learning. The voice is muffled for fear of victimization of the teacher.
We have 65 people in the class. It is very difficult controlling the class since they sit down and for some time they become tired and they have to be roaming about and I have to go outside chasing them to come inside. When they feel tired, they become so restless and they move about. I feel so worried and tired. I feel so worried because it's not easy. Most of them are very anxious. Whenever you give them work, they are anxious to do it, but they don't get any comfortable place to to go about it. In fact, first term, we were given this set of dexes, but they were not so good. First term, the whole first term, we enjoyed the chairs, the dexes. But the latter part of first term, we saw that most of the dexes were broken because they weren't well made. So second term, we started having this difficulty. But it's like the enrollment keeps on increasing, rather. It keeps on increasing. So second term, we were about 50 something. Now we have 65.
Though I visited the school on a Wednesday morning, the pupils looked as though the week has ended. Some parents who spoke to the news team expressed worry their children dress up properly for school, only to go and sit on the floor to study.
School has said no, ye pekunja dex in here pa, ye need dex for school has said. Obesi on Obama be school no about enough form, no try dear. Obebe finan hung in I fin. Into yesra buying so on my kunja, Oblogo school high in here dex by dex penny idea in here was say. Yesra by so my dex nan colan international.
Pacho piti ni mo akasa say bia muntu esike bi na yemfanto desk na
eyo muji nkola no desk fee 5 cedi every month omuji 5 cedi e won nkola no ho say ombeye kunwa mom said somebody si pay piti levy 10 cedi if you pay it's going to buy new desk it's going to put in the classroom.
So are they paying more?
Me are not pay.
Why?
No.
The kindergarten classes are also crowded, and these pupils cram themselves together in these poorly ventilated classrooms.
We don't have desks. Anytime that we come to school, maybe you fix the desk before you sit on it early morning. If you didn't come, if you do not come to school early, then we move to the other class and go and pick the broken ones before we sit on it. We sit on the floor before writing the exams.
Today, what time do you come to school that you didn't get a place?
I came to school around 7 o'clock.
I was told some of you have to come very, very early so they will be able to get a place to sit.
No, if you come cramp, you will not get a desk to sit on it. All the class from class 1, class 2 to class 6, you don't have desks to sit on it.
The situation is leaving one questioning why the municipal assembly will build a school structure without furnishing.
Still within the education sector, he dropped out of the Polytechnic due to financial difficulties. He joined the exodus to Libya in search of greener pastures as he embarked on the perilous journey through the Sahara Desert. He was sure of what he wanted to use his earnings for, that's complete his education. That dream has been realized, and 29-year Abdul Hamid Ibrahim is set to graduate from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology next year. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin reports.
Well, I completed SHS in 2009 after I went to Kumasi Polytechnic, and my mom was taking care of me because I lost my father right after I completed GHS 2006. So my mom was taking care of me. She was taking care of everything till it got to a point she couldn't anymore. That was when I was in Kumasi Polytechnic. So I had to stop and go to Libya in search for something. So when I went to Libya, I started mason. I was a mason in Libya. I did this mason job for 6 months.
Abdul Hamid Ibrahim had a dream, and he was determined to brace all odds to make it a reality no matter the risk. His travel to Libya was neither planned nor accidental. It was by compulsion.
I worked for only 6 months. I wanted to work for about pressure from my family wouldn't let me, so I worked for only 6 months, and I was able to raise a little over $1,000 at that time. That was in 2013.
A step taken in life may not just be a solution to a specific problem. It can as well bring an end to many other expected challenges. Ibrahim's case is not an isolated one. Ibrahim now runs a poultry farm with 2,500 birds. For the third-year student, however, there are more hurdles to clear.
One of the main reasons why, if not the main reason why I came back from Libya, was to continue my education. What I wanted to become in the future, coupled with the pressure and support from my family to come back to continue my education. I always told myself when I was in SH.
He prepares his own feed he hopes to supply to other farmers. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin, Joy News.
He died a captain and will enter the grave, and Major slain soldier Maxwell Mahama has been promoted to the rank of Major effective May 29, 2017, the day he met his untimely and horrifying death at the hands of some residents of Dintrobwase in the central region. 34 people who allegedly took part in lynching the soldier were remanded by an Accra District Court. Deputy Superintendent of Police Sheila Kesi Abeye Bachman tells Joy News one more suspect will be arraigned today.
I'm sure, as the news have been, your team was there yesterday. 34 people were remanded, in addition to the 7 that were remanded last, bringing the number of suspects remanded to 41. There is one suspect who was arrested from Unihini who will be taken to court this morning or today to seek the court's directive as to how we should handle him. We're going to seek his remand as well so that we don't keep him beyond the mandatory hours. There were other people whose names were published as having been arrested as suspects who have not been put before court because we haven't really established their connection to the murder, and so they've been granted bail, police bail, but we are keeping close watch over their movement. That is what I can say for now. So for now, we can say that the people in police custody suspected to be connected to the murder number up to 42. 41 of them have been remanded by court, and for the 42nd person, we are going to seek an order from court to keep him in custody.
Okay, so what you can tell us for a fact is that you have 41 persons involved in this case who are in police custody.
We have 42 in
42,
police
yes,
custody.
in police custody, but one person will be arraigned today.
Exactly.
Okay. And
I can give you the names so that we see which name is in the media circles that does not tally with the name.
Okay. All right. I'll be glad if you can.
Okay. So we have George Berfo, Charles Osie, Kofi Apia, Emmanuel Jemsi, Ebenezer Apia, Philip Kofi Japan, Peter Japan, Omladoku, Enesali, Francis Ome, Mauno Sou, Kwekunsia, Dixon Ajiman, Patrick Boache, Foster Sepe, Freeman Sepe, Charles Queening, Isaiah Menu, Prince Amponsa, Kuja Sabre, Kofi Ebenezer, Evans Fosu, Prince Fosu.
We'll bring you updates of that particular case and let you know what happens in court with that extra suspect she speaks of there. Away from the lynching of Major Maxwell Mahama, rural banks in the Ashanti region have donated 50,000 Ghana cedis to support the Save a Child, Save a Mother projects. The initiative by the First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo, supported by the multimedia group, seeks to construct a new mother and baby unit for the Konfo Teaching Hospital. Work on the project has already begun following 2 successful fundraisers in Accra and Kumasi. The whole project follows Joy News' Seth Kwame Boateng's special assignment, Next to Die, that revealed 4 babies die daily at the hospital due to the lack of space. Kwesi Deborah reports.
We are here as representatives of the Ashanti chapter of the Association of Rural Banks, Ghana, to make a donation of 50,000 Ghana cedis in support of Save a Child, Save a Mother Foundation, launched by our dear First Lady.
A delegation of the regional chapter of the association called at the offices of Multimedia Group to present a check for the amount. Members say they are encouraged by the efforts of the First Lady and other partners to support such a cause. Dr. Kojo BECE is chairman of the managers group. He says revelation by the Next to Die documentary is a call everybody must respond by donation.
In hearing and we seeing what is going on about recently a documentary that was shown to all of us. Then as members of the society, especially in Ashanti region, we felt that there's a need to also give our support. Now, rural banks you know, we usually take resources from the community or the society. Therefore, it is always better to give back to society.
We do it every year. So, upon the launch of this project, we saw it as a very laudable project which will affect and impact lives of many women and children.
General Manager of Multimedia Group Kumasi, Jim Agla, received the check.
On behalf of the First Lady and her foundation, the Rebecca Foundation, and on behalf of the Multimedia Group, we want to receive this handsome donation with pleasure and to thank you for your good thoughts and the good deed. I want to say that the project has started. Right. Even though we haven't met the target yet, we are looking at 10 million cedis to start. But I believe that this donation will help facilitate the timely completion of the project, which is underway as we speak right now. So once again...
Reporting for Joy News, Kwesi Debra.
You're watching Joy News today with me, BECE Abubeidu.